Hundreds of pupils have been excluded from Scottish schools over attacks with weapons in the past 5 years. An STV news investigation has shed fresh light on the issue in the wake of the death of the Aberdeen schoolboy Bailey Gwynn. The Scottish Government say they are seeking to reduce the number of school attacks to zero. Craig Miller has the details.
The stabbing of Bailey Gwynn sent shockwaves across Scotland. The violent death of a school pupil within a school environment is exceptionally rare. Through Freedom of Information requests, STV News asked all of Scotland's 32 local authorities to tell us the extent of weapons attacks in schools over the past 5 years. The results give cause for concern. The return showed nearly 700 pupils have been excluded for weapons attacks, which include knives but exclude everyday items like pencils and rulers. The highest number of exclusions were in Glasgow, North Lanarkshire, Edinburgh and Fife. Lisa McLean's brother was stabbed to death at the age of 27. Since then, she's taken a passionate anti-knife campaign into 13 Fife schools to warn youngsters.
I don't want to see another family go through the pain and the devastation that me and my family's had to go through. So hopefully by giving that message into schools and making children understand the devastation and the impact that it can have on families, then, it's worth it.
700 exclusions for attacks with weapons over the last 5 years is a worry for the country's largest teaching union.
Well, that's a significant figure, and clearly there would be concern around that level of violent assault in our schools. I would emphasise that generally speaking schools are safe and secure environments for both pupils and staff, but clearly that figure and the statistics behind it indicate that there is an issue to be addressed.
The Scottish Government say they're involved in programmes to educate youngsters about the dangers of knives and claim youth offending has almost halved over the last 8 years.
In terms of the statistics that we have to hand, it shows that we're talking about something like 2.8% of pupils per 1,000 in terms of exclusions for carrying an offensive weapon. So I do think we have to put this into that kind of context, but that is not to say that we will not seek, of course, as we go forward, to ensure that we reduce this problem to absolutely zero.
Meanwhile, the outcome of an independent inquiry into Bailey Gwynn's death is due at the end of next month. Campaigners like Lisa McLean hope its findings will prevent further tragedies in Scotland's schools. Craig Miller, STV News.